A person alleges that there is a fraudulent protection order and that they are being forced to violate this order when attempting to report human trafficking. They claim the legal system and police only prioritize protecting women, disregarding the rights of men, and refuse to accept reports of domestic violence when the victim is male. The individual accuses this of violating the right to protection and access to justice under the New Hampshire Constitution, and asserts that authorities are evading responsibility by telling them to file motions in court instead of taking police reports.
I want to be very clear. Right now, at this point in time, there's a protection order that's fraudulent, and they're compelling me. I'm trying to report human trafficking. They're compelling me to violate the protection order that they have right here. And I want you to pull up that protection order with me right now, and we'll file a police report for the violation of, for 633:7, human trafficking, abuse of the legal process. Are you going to help me do that?
No.
Why not?
Because of the reasons we just talked about.
What you said that we're talking about a call. You were talking about a call from July 25th, 2022. I'm talking about a piece of paper that was sent to you December 2023. The extension of the protection order are fraudulent, and they are conflicting an abuse of the legal process by Attorney Ames and the judge who wrote the orders and the mother of the children. She made a fraudulent domestic violence claim, and I've also sent over the contract that you guys get specific training to only protect women. Only protect women. And then there's another contract where you get funding for it. There's another contract signed by Diane Martin that says that you guys, that they're not allowed to discriminate based on gender. So you're refusing to take, which is domestic violence. It's a crime of domestic violence. And it's also a crime under the state of New Hampshire. So by not taking a report of this, you're violating Article 14 of the New Hampshire Constitution. Legal remedies are to be free, prompt, and just, and without denial. And you're denying me justice and access to justice by telling me to go get a judge. Is that not a lawyer? Is that not correct? So why aren't we taking a report?
Through the court or anything, if you have an issue with the
I don't need to file a motion through the.
You can file a motion at a hearing.
I would like to file a police
If
report.
not, like I said, Attorney Collins already reviewed all this, so.
No, he
I
hasn't.
don't have anything further.
He has not reviewed
So
the events.
you can file that motion if you would like.
I don't want to file the
But
motion.
as of now, we're done. I'd appreciate it if you can just be patient. I'm waiting for Captain Louis to get back to you on the other matter.
So why aren't you taking a report?
Because we've already been through this, so.
No, this is
we
a.
actually talk about it about 2-3 times a week, just you and I.
Yeah.
And we
What-
go through it every.
We're taking I want to take a
That's all I
report.
have for you. Captain Louis will be in touch at some point. Okay.
So you're not going to take a
No,
report?
I'm not taking a report. I appreciate it.
For what are you not taking a report on?
Thank you. Take care.
Fucking scum.
And closed the gap and grabbed hold of her arm and started twisting it around her back.
Okay. So what would you like done now?
And total in violations of the Eye Care Act.
Okay.
Y'all have not respected our citizens' rights or anything.
Okay.
You're in violation. He's in violation of policy.
Did the officers inform you on why they were here to begin with?
Investigating some physical altercation that didn't happen.
Okay, but we don't know that. When we come
So
in, we don't know
that
what
don't
the
mean
situation
shit.
is. Actually, it does, because we need to make sure that.
Yeah, and we have the right not to say anything. You continue your investigation. You go back to the caller to get more details or to figure out what the hell's going on. You don't turn around and put a 12-year-old minor.
A family is protesting the police for handcuffing their 12-year-old daughter. They argue that she was detained without clear evidence of a crime, simply because she refused to go alone with a male officer and requested a parent to be present during questioning. The family emphasizes that children have the right to have a parent or lawyer present when questioned by police, and claims the officers violated civil rights, policies, and laws by using force and handcuffing a child without proving any criminal behavior.
Got an 18 U.S.C. 1983 lawsuit. Okay. Violation of rights under color of law. Because there is no law, you colored so outside the lines, it's not funny. What crime did you suspect my daughter of that you had to lay your hands on her? Why is she still Are you still in handcuffs, Ursel?
Yes, I am, because I refuse to go with a man officer.
So why is my daughter still in handcuffs? What crime is she accused of committing?
Not going with a man officer.
That's not a crime. That's called self-preservation and protection. That's called self-defense. So my daughter would have whacked you in the gonads. That would have been perfectly fine, and she was about ready to. We taught our daughter to stand up for her rights. We're both veterans.
I can appreciate that.
No, you can't. Because you're violating the Constitution as we speak, and have been within 10 minutes of arriving.
Okay.
And if y'all wanted to ask, I did have a pocket knife on me, and I disarmed myself and left it in the basket of my scooter before when I saw you sitting there.
Appreciate that.
It's technically not a weapon, it's a tool, but
That's our corporal right there.
Yes, sir.
Officer Hughes, a male officer, escalated on a 12-year-old minor because she refused to walk off with him alone. Officer Hughes here thinks it's okay to take women around out of sight, especially 12-year-old female children. That is totally pedo-creepo. My daughter felt as such and refused to go with him.
Okay.
So, what does he do? He puts his hands on her and handcuffs her for no crime.
Okay. Did he request that she move?
She wanted to have a parent present during any and all questioning,
Okay.
which she has the right to do. A right.
So,
Texas constitutional rights, parental rights, they are allowed here in the state of Texas. Officer Hughes seems to think that it don't matter if someone's 12 or 82 or 102, rights don't matter.
okay. So, we do have cameras, and they are recording the whole time. So I understand that you said you did not feel comfortable with him alone with her.
No, she didn't.
She didn't?
I didn't say a word. I let her speak for herself.
Okay, I believe...
My
the
wife
remark-
let her speak for herself.
Okay, I believe the remark you said was pedo-creepo. So at no point...
In case this goes on to YouTube,
Okay.
I'm being careful of the language I am using.
Okay, well, these are not allowed to be turned off. So this records...
It doesn't matter. Cops every day commit crimes on their body cams, and it takes an act of Congress to hold them accountable.
Okay, so your complaint is that he put her in handcuffs.
My complaint is that he put hands on her to begin with,
Okay,
without a crime.
okay. Was he giving her a lawful order to do something?
No, he was not.
Officer Hughes, were you giving her an order to investigate a criminal offense?
Yes. I was trying to separate her for the security of the investigation.
What law is that?
Disobey...
An order? No. The law to separate for security. A minor has the right to be questioned in front of a parent or legal guardian or their attorney. She has an attorney.
Okay.
And when I mentioned that to Officer Hughes and Officer Willis, they say it don't matter.
She's not being charged with a crime. We are merely investigating a disturbance that we were called here for.
Investigate, but investigation does not mean detainment and unlawful arrest.
If they are involved, we do have to question, yes.
How do they know she's involved with anything? Because
we do separate the parties when we speak to them, so that way one party can feel comfortable.
She is a minor. She could have gone with her mother if she wanted to. And as I was telling Officer Hughes, as I was speaking and saying,
Yes.
you know, she doesn't feel comfortable going with a male. If she would like to go with her mother,
Okay.
she can. Before we even had a chance to request her mother to come out, he was approaching her, going after her and closed the gap and grabbed hold of her arm and started twisting it around her back.
Okay. So what would you like done now?
And total in violations of the Eye Care Act.
Okay.
Y'all have not respected our citizens' rights or anything.
Okay.
You're in violation. He's in violation of policy.
Did the officers inform you on why they were here to begin with?
Investigating some physical altercation that didn't happen.
Okay, but we don't know that. When we come
So
in, we don't know
that
what
don't
the
mean
situation
shit.
is. Actually, it does, because we need to make sure that.
Yeah, and we have the right not to say anything. You continue your investigation. You go back to the caller to get more details or to figure out what the hell's going on. You don't turn around and put a 12-year-old minor as a male caught in handcuffs.
Well, we are going to detain everybody involved until, like you said, we are able to talk to and speak to the person.
Oh,
who can call
so
us.
you just think it's okay to unlawfully detain and arrest children
I don't believe
without a
that's
crime?
lawful.
What law then? What law says you can separate like
Right
that?
now, we're not enforcing a criminal offense because we're still investigating.
Okay.
I understand and respect the fact that you don't.
So therefore, AKA suspicion.
You don't
The
want to
suspicion,
drive.
a misdemeanor, a felony,
We don't
is a
know-
traffic violation,
We just
then you
had-
don't have anything to put handcuffs on anyone.
We do have a detention.
What probable cause? What reasonable or takeable suspicion of a crime to arrest her? She is currently under arrest over there.
You do not want me to speak. That's fine.
I want the sergeant.
Okay, then she can go ahead. That's not the sergeant. Our sergeant is coming. If you want to speak to her, that's fine. But as of right now, everybody's going to sit.
I'm tired of being harassed. And that's what happened with this so-called caller. It was a harassment.
Okay, so we don't know that. I've never met you. I don't think Mr. Hughes has ever met you. We don't even know the caller because we haven't even gotten to that point yet. But if somebody,
You should know the caller before you come out.
actually, we go to the immediate.
Oh,
scene. There is a
okay.
disturbance.
Okay, so Austin PD believes in swatting people, basically.
No.
That's what you're doing. This is technically what you're doing, is swatting us.
Swatting means that people are using us to do that to other people.
Thank you for watching. If you believe in holding public officials accountable and protecting your rights, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It motivates us to bring you more eye-opening videos like this. The original video links are in the description. Check them out and support the creators. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and always record. We'll see you in the next video.